Yeah. Am I streaming? Am I live? I think I might be live. Let me check. Ooh. Mm. Oh, yeah, same here. Am I live? I feel like I checked. I don't see myself. Yes. Yes. I am live. Hey, what's up, Sushi? You making a cameo in the podcast? Ooh, that sounds nasty. So, what's up, everyone? I don't know. Do we call y'all chat now? My chat person? Do I say what's up, chat? Um, whew, oh my God, guys, I am exhausted, but also energized at the same time. I think I'm physically exhausted, but spiritually energized. That's some heat, right? That's just some bars. Oh, am I even talking? Can I hear me? The mic's all the way over there. Hello? Hello? Yeah, on the mic. Hello? No, just the yellow. Oh, man. Ooh. Hello, hello. This. Oh my God. Did y'all hear me? You hear me like this? Jesus. Wow. That's not really good. That sounds sultry on here. Honestly, it sounds better than it did when the regular podcast set up. Oh man. Okay. Whoo, man. Oh, right. So let's see. What did I throw with first for today? First on the agenda for today. Hello. Um. So, I guess I think the first thing that I wanted to talk about on the podcast today, episode 205. Actually, let's. We're still trying to figure out the format for this, so I can't forget the screen time. So I'm gonna start with screen time first. Today's date is March 3rd. It's 8:20 p.m. You can probably tell by the live. So let's look at the screen time for last week. All right, so ooh, every day last week I spent an average of. Let's see what we got here. Got any guesses? Any guesses? Going once, going two times. No. All right. So last week I spent. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for. I mean, compared to what I saw for today, I spent an average every day. Wow, that's really good. Of 6 hours and 46 minutes on my phone every single day, on average. That's not bad. Under 7 hours every day, frequently. So I mean, right now for yesterday, I spent 5 hours on my phone, and then my highest usage day was Monday and Wednesday for 8 hours and 8 minutes. I don't know if I was in the city selling. I feel like I probably wasn't. Definitely not. Definitely not Monday. Definitely not Wednesday. My first YouTube app I have to pick up is Twitter. Stop trying to see. Look at her making an OnlyFans. Got a whole butthole in the screen. Um, so my first use app after pickup is Twitter, then Mail, then Instagram, and my most used app is Twitter, YouTube, and then Instagram. Shout out to Instagram not being number one. And then I guess for subscribers on the Bamboo Project, we are at 6,000. I want to say it's 900, 6,730, and on the channel we are at 895. So, speaking of the candle channel, if you are following us on there, you may have saw a post that I put up a couple days ago. Might have been yesterday or the day before. I think it was Friday. I put that post up, and the post said that we will be putting a halt on making vlogs for that channel. There are several reasons why that was the decision that was made, and here are some of those reasons. So, one of the reasons is that editing is very mentally draining, and it's very time consuming, which is why the podcast format is like this for a while, because going to edit a vlog, if I've tried different ways of doing it. When we had the storage unit, I would go there and I would edit all day, right? But that, like I said, that whole day is gone. Like I can't do nothing else that day. I have to pull all or whatever is left in me to do anything else. And even if I tried to find something else to do, the quality of work that I will be doing will be very low, and I can't do anything that requires a lot of time for that same day. Because if I wake up in the morning, right, and I edit, it might take me like 6-7 hours to edit, right? But then that's if I'm at the storage, I have to walk over there, get everything set up. So if I get there at like 8, I might be done at like 2-ish. When I come back, like I said, I'm mentally drained from editing, like just exhausted. So now I get home, I might take like an hour, 2-hour break. It's 4 o'clock. So like now I'm like, okay, what do I do for the next 4 hours? For the next, honestly, like I said, 4 or 5 hours. Because at that point, I'm pretty much going to bed around 9:30. If I'm not going to bed, my body is shut down and I'm knocked out in the bed. So that day is pretty much done between eating when I get back, you putting stuff away, maybe doing candle stuff in terms of counting what candles we have or whatever. So that's pretty much done, right? Then recently what I've been doing, and honestly that method came after I was doing, what was it before? I think that came before, right? So originally it was like, okay, edit whenever I could edit. Then it was go to storage unit, edit everything in one day. Then it was try and edit a little every single morning, right? So I wake up, edit for 2 hours every single day. Then it switched to, okay, just edit the whole vlog on Monday and try to post it on Tuesday, right? So that means edit the video or load the video, edit the video, make a thumbnail, make a title, watch the video, re-edit the video again, then post the video. So that pretty much takes a whole day, and then by Tuesday it's ready to be put up if it wasn't finished on Sunday or Monday. And I need, yeah, it's in the car. How many vessels do we have? We don't have a lot of vessels. Let's have definitely. Let me send you. Why are you killing me with this? Google is pulling some Apple nonsense right now. An error occurred while loading your document. Some of your offline changes you may have been lost. Please reopen the document to continue. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that even means. It says oops. Don't tell me oops. What do you mean? What does that even mean?
That's what you kind of earlier?
Yeah, still here. But I'm like, why? They've been playing with me all day. First it was, we didn't pay for the Google work, whatever. I don't know what we didn't pay for Google really. It was the storage. So they said because the storage wasn't paid for, I can't edit any of the documents. So I couldn't use the candle counter to put the inventory in. I'm like, y'all killing me right now. So I had to pay for that. Now I come back and it's like, oops, my bad. It might have all been lost. I'm like, let me see.
If you send me and I'll just make
Let's see. The most important. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you have the. Nope. I was gonna tell you. So text you. Nah. That's what I'm saying. No, I said texting was most important too. Let me see. Okay, what is the most important on this list? Fine, you can tell me if that's easy. I'm trying to figure out what. Like, I don't know how much stuff we have, so it's kind of difficult to know, like, how much 7 ounces are in this house. I don't think it's a lot. Probably 24. Okay, so if it's 24, um, we normally make. Don't we normally make 6 of everything of this one? Let me see. Oh damn, yeah. Okay, so 7 ounces. Let's see, 6, 4, 6, 1, 5. Let's see, it was 4. Or you said, let me see, 24 divided by 8, 3. Yeah, like I said, we need a minimum of 3 of everything. Whatever we don't have 3 of, so. Yeah. So let's say it's hard to even. Okay. Room service. So I don't need the D. I feel like few everything is probably good, at least for today. 3 of every 7 ounces. How much wax is that? 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 8 times 7. 3 times 8 times 7. That's 168 ounces. 3 times 8 times 7 divided by 16. That's 10 pounds. So yeah, that's good. So 3 pounds of 3 of every 7 ounce. So let me check it. 3 of every 7 ounce. Let's see. Room service. Well, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna send you what we have, and I want to top everything up to 3 of everything. Is that not? I don't want to do that. We can do 3 of everything. Yeah. And then for the 12 ounce, I feel like that's pretty fine. So that one should be topped up to 3 of everything. So we need 2 people watching. 2 people watching. We need 3 room service. 3 room service. Do not disturb. Okay. What else do we on here? Do not disturb. 3 room service. One retail therapy. One Sunday reset. One Sunday reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's done. And then for the, I don't know how many little treat box vessels we even have left. We have
Some.
I have a box also in the cart that's empty. Like that's not used. Unopened. I mean. Um.
I think it's like there's an unopened one here.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have 12.
So it's only that one and the one I have.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, there's another box.
Those are unopened. I mean, those are unused.
I can't tell you. Yeah, so this one, 29.
29. Um. If we did 29 divided by 8.
Honestly, you know what? We have 10-ounce vessels.
Yeah, we do. I gotta sell those. Um. Listen, guys, this is what running business is. Trying to figure out this inventory thing. Okay. Ah, damn. Okay. Zesty. We have no zesties. That can't be. Oh no, we have 6 zesties. Okay. So okay, then yeah. So then whatever this one says, you make these. So whatever 2.5 says, make all of those. That's on here. Yeah, I texted it. Okay, so that was one of the reasons, and I was saying that when Monday would come around, it was falling into Tuesday, and then like I said, now I'm emotionally drained. I feel like okay, I've accomplished this hurdle of a thing to do. Now my body's like, all right, take a break. Otherwise, I just shut off mentally, right? And then
I'm sorry. I'm making myself on the spreadsheet. I'm making the text you sent after.
the text I sent you, make what the text says. So 337 ounce.
Okay.
The second one is 12 ounce.
I don't have weights to it.
Okay, and then the picture has the 2.5 ounces.
So we have weights.
Um,
So we have weights for the 10.
right. So we have vessels for the 10, so you can make the 10 ounce vessels. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, that was one of the reasons, and then like I said, we'll go into Wednesday, and I would be exhausted. Like it would just keep carrying over that drain of doing it. And then on top of that, it was that. Well, that's again, that's one reason. The second reason is it was getting harder. I mean, I don't want to say that. It was bless you. It was getting harder for me to vlog, harder for Melissa to vlog. I think for 2 separate reasons. I think Melissa was getting tired of vlogging, so she was like, "I'm not reaching a vlog," and I personally don't want to have to force her to vlog. So that wasn't one of the reasons. My issue was that I don't like. I feel like I have to not force content, but a lot of the content that happens in the last couple of months, I don't even know if I really saw that part, honestly, which is kind of funny, is us in the house doing like computer stuff, or it's very nothing really going on. So that's why even y'all started to see some of that happen, where some of the vlogs would end up being like 20 minutes, 50, I think one of them was like 15 minutes or 30 minutes, when earlier in the year the vlogs were close to an hour, over an hour and 15. Is it my hair or my eye? And it started the content started getting shorter and shorter. So I felt like as I was recording content, like in terms of the last maybe 2 months, it was okay. What can I find to record to post? And I never wanted to make content like that. I never want to make. I don't. I try to stay away from making content where I have to look for content to make. I want to be able to just kind of film what we're doing and that become the content. But I always say that whatever the source material is has to be good for the content. So if we're not doing much, but we're still posting weekly vlogs, it's like, what are we posting about? It's like, okay, Melissa might make candles. Melissa was making candles like every 2 or 3 weeks, maybe, right? Because we weren't selling that many. There was no market markets, we weren't selling outside like that. And when I was selling outside before, it wasn't selling that many in the beginning. So it's like, okay, I'm selling 2 candles today. I'm selling 3 candles today. We got to order for 3 candles, order for 2 candles. Like that doesn't require a lot of candles to be made. It doesn't require a lot of samples to be made. We're not doing fairs, so we're not going to Grand Bazaar and double booking at Artists and Fleas and then this other thing. And then another issue which I really started to get, is kind of like annoying in a sense. We don't have money, but we have more money now. But we're trying to build up the money that we have. So to me, that's the most important thing, is to make money. And doing the vlogs, my brain would always go into like content creation mode. So if a regular task to, let's say, what's something I might do kind of related? Let's say do inventory. Let's say I'm counting what we have in the house. I'm like, okay, where's the tripod for the camera? I got the tripod. Damn, where's the top piece that goes to the phone for the tripod? I'm like, okay, I got that. I'm like, damn, where's the phone? The phone is dead. I'm like, do I use my phone or the phone that we use for recording these? I'm like, okay, the phone that we normally use is dead, but my phone is charged. Do I not want to use my phone for the next hour and a half, 2 hours I'm doing this thing? Not really. Okay, let me charge the other phone and use that one. Okay, now I'm using the phone I'm recording. I'm like, dag, I don't want to have a time lapse of the same spot on the video for the entire time lapse. Let me move the camera around. So I'm doing all these things. I've not even really gotten to the point of counting the candle inventory that we need. And then my brain is oscillating back and forth between what content am I trying to get and what am I actually doing. And it's easier, like I said, if somebody else is recording it, or if the content I'm getting is content worthy in a sense. So there are things that in a video, like a time lapse of me doing something, it adds value to the video, but it takes a lot of time to set that up for that amount of value for the video. So it's a time lapse of me moving the camera around. I'm doing dust covers. I'm counting this thing. I'm counting that thing. Melissa might be making samples maybe. So it's like, okay, I'm moving the camera around, but when y'all get the video in a time lapse, that's probably like 17 seconds, 29 seconds. But in real life, it was 3 hours or 2 hours, 2.5 hours of something. So it's like, okay, I'm doing all these things and I'm separating my mind between doing the content and doing the actual task. So it just takes longer to do it. It's more exhausting. Then it's like, okay, do I talk before I make the time lapse? Do I talk after the time lapse? So I might do an intro like, okay, I'm about to do this thing, I'm about to count the candle vessels or whatever, and then I'll do it, and I have to remember afterwards, hey, I'm done doing it, give a little update about what's going on, right? I also don't want every video to be a bunch of time lapses. We're just time lapse all day, because now, here's the other thing. I could do the time lapse, which is cool, like I said, it's good, valuable content for the vlog, but I could also be vlogging while I'm doing the thing. So now I'm counting the wicks, I'm talking to the camera, I'm counting the vessels, I'm showing different type of vessels or whatever, and I'm like, this is making this task take way longer and becoming more draining to do. So now, that's one thing. Let's say that I'm looking up ads and trying to figure out how to do ad stuff. Do I record my screen and make an actual video of me doing the ads, or do I just do that? Do I just learn about the ads? So I don't know. I don't think that a passive video about ads will be as good as an active one, where I'm explaining what I'm doing in the video. But now that will require me to record my screen, also record myself, and then put it together for the video. At that point, I'm not learning about the ads. I'm making a video about learning about the ads. So I'm kind of setting all of this up. Then after I get all of this, it goes into editing, which is another whole thing. So those are some of the reasons. Those are the major reasons. The other reason, I kind of noted or touched on, is the money thing. So the most important thing for us is making money. That is the most important thing. We have to make money to do anything, to grow the business, to have a healthy relationship, to pay off debt, to have an apartment, to buy food, to buy cat stuff, just regular living stuff. It requires money, right? And we were not doing dedicated content on YouTube to make money in the sense of at some point we might do it, but if we put a video out that said how our candle has made $100,000 in a year or in 12 months, that would be a video that we know will do well. But it won't, in my opinion, it won't do well enough where the money that we make from it changes anything about our life. Like it's not, it doesn't help in that sense. So I haven't seen a candle CPM yet. Anybody that's monetized on YouTube for candles, please let me know what your CPM looks like, how much you get paid for the videos and views that you get. But if we're doing the vlogs, not the vlogs, the YouTube videos about how I made 100K in 12 months, how to make money at a craft fair, do's and don'ts of selling at a market, things like that, right? That might get us a couple $100 a month. And that's if the videos are doing like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 views. We might make $100 a month off of those videos because I don't think the candle niche is very high. So in terms of like how much they pay for it. So it's like it doesn't really make sense if we need money, because I think it's great for exposure. I think it's great for the story. I think it's great for marketing. But in this current time that we're in, we need to have dollars in our pocket. Like there's no way around that. We're like, marketing is great. That's all cool, but it costs money to also market. And it's like, unless I came up, I don't even know what kind of idea I would have to have that requires no money that could then, in terms of marketing, that would then make us a couple $1,000s a month. I don't know what that would be. And it has to be something consistent. It couldn't be okay, a one-off. We made $2,000 last month off of this thing, and now we got to figure out another way the next month. So all of these things are the reasons why I felt like it was better for us not to do the vlogging at this point. So here's the next thing, right? I said the most important thing that we need right now is dollars in our pocket. So I've been going out to the city, right? And that is my main focus among everything else. I don't care about that is the priority, is go to the city and sell candles. Why? Because it makes us money immediately. Is it possible to make more money from running ads or doing marketing and making content? Probably, right? But it's not going to happen today. Today, I need money in my pocket. I need to have whatever other stuff that's cool. I need to have money today, right? So that we know will make us money today. And then once we kind of have a stockpile of a certain amount of money, then we can start looking at other options. Like, okay, let's try and make some better content. Okay, let's try and put some more money into ads. Okay, let's try and buy something that might help the candles. Like those kind of things come after we have a foundation of money that we have. We have a couple $1,000s in the account. We have money coming in. The money we're not losing all the money. So like, as you know, last year we make $3,000 a day, and then Monday come around and we gotta spend $2,700. So it's an insane thing to do that, to see all that money come into your account and then know like, all right, like there was a point in time where we were thinking to ourselves, having conversations where honestly might be in the vlog too. The gap in how much money we had or how long we could hold the money was starting to grow, but it wasn't like we're gonna get to keep the money. It was just, okay, today we have $1,000 in our account. It'll last us until Wednesday when we have to pay these bills. And it's like, oh snap, we have $2,000 in our account. This might last us 6 days. We're like, all right, this is kind of cool. And then we have to pay for a market that's 2 months down the line. Then it got to the point where we were like, oh wow, we got $4,000 in our account. This is amazing. And then it's like, all right, this lasts us 3 weeks. So send an account for 3 weeks. End of the month come, artisan fleece, $1,750, $1,000 on debt. Food that we need to buy. We didn't have EBT back then. Cat stuff. So it's like we just had $4,000 in our account. 2,000 already gone to whatever this thing is. That's not even counting. Like, okay, I want to now book Artisan Fleece Chelsea, which has $1,500, or we need to buy vessels or any inventory. That is no inventory. So like I said, we have 4,000 in our account. That means that at least 30% of that money is already going back to buying inventory, bare minimum. So if we what's 30% of $40,000? 40 or $4,000 times 30%. So that's $1,200. So from 4,000, we're at $2,800. And I just told you it's $1,750 for Artisan Fleece. That's 1,750. So we're at $1,050, and then we have $1,000 to pay in debt for the month. And that's not even like that's not all. That's just two people we're paying money to in terms of debt. So we went from 4,000 to 2,800, right? Then we went from 2,800 to what's that? Minus 1,750. To $1,050, and then you do minus 1,000, and now we have $50 left. We haven't bought no food. We haven't bought no pet food. We haven't bought a shower curtain. We haven't bought soap. We haven't bought tissue to wipe anything. We haven't bought napkins. Nothing. No nothing. And we have $50 left. We just have 4,000 in the account. We also have to find a way to book the fare for the following week so we can make more money. So it's like, okay, it's a very annoying thing to be there. So now, fast forward to where we're at today. It is no debt. We are fighting against borrowing any money for any reason at all. That's kind of where we're at right now. It's like Shopify asks us if we could get, and we'll take $700 from them, to invest in our business and whatever. And that's another MCA, Merchant Cash Advance. Is it Merchant Cash Advance? How do they call it? It is that, right?
That's what it is. I don't know if that's what they call it.
Right. So they offered us one. They offered us mad quick. It was probably like a month in. They were like, "You want money? Here's $700." We would think about it. We were like, we could take it, but I'm like, I've seen this one before. I've seen this trick. You're gonna take give me $700. Then you're gonna tell me I gotta pay you 50% of it, and then you're gonna pull the oopsie daisy where you go, okay, you paid $300 of it. I'm gonna give you an extra $1,000, but I'm gonna raise the amount you gotta pay me every month. And you're in this weird space where you don't have all the money they gave you. You're paying on the money every transaction you get. It's like at the end of the day, the only person winning is them. They're getting their money back, whether from you paying the sales or from them. You said what? Right, from them taking it. Or when they give you a new loan, they take that money out of it. So it's like you get a loan that says, okay, I'm gonna give you $5,000, and they say, well, you owed us $2 already, so now we're gonna give you $3. You paid for your last $2, but now you gotta pay us back $5. And you're like, damn, what kind of math is this? It's something don't seem right. I don't know what kind of magic trick y'all did, what kind of what do they call that? 3-card Monty's thing I just pulled, but that was. It be kind of strange. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you this. You gonna take it from me. I'm gonna take it every single time you pay somebody. I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, we're not doing that. Like, again, now let me preface it by saying this: in a dire circumstance, I will probably take it. I don't know what that is right now because of where we're at and what we're doing. But I don't ever say like this is never gonna happen. But it's like 99% not gonna happen. And the reason it's so high is because we are at a point where we can make money and we can generate money without any type of like hassle or flags. And we're talking about this right now, right? I'm getting kind of upset because I'm like, if we had done this last year, we didn't know, so I can't get that mad. But if we had done this last year, do you know how up we would be right now? We might not even have to. We might even get evicted.
Do you know how many loans we would have avoided?
Melissa, you probably would have paid the loan, the debt off. I mean the rent off. It was the year we didn't do 2023, so we only owed like $24,000.
That is true. We could have paid rent. Yeah.
We could have paid the rent off and just go outside and just be selling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it just sucks. And this is what the circumstance that we were in, but we didn't know that was a thing to do. We were kind of like teetering on the idea, but even by the time we had that thought, I think it might have been like October, or no, it might have been like September. We were talking to her. She's like, "Oh yeah, I heard somebody that does this." And we were like, "We should try to do that." But we were going so many things at the time. It's like, do we just stop coming here? Like, what do we do? And at that point, like I said, I'm mad because it could have changed, but we didn't know. So.
I mean, I feel like you gotta get the bumps. Everything can be smooth sailing.
So like I said, we're making money. So I am happy about that. And I feel like there's some icons I've never seen here before. Is that a update to OBS? It's like a little green icon with some little wings on it. There's a little red dot.
Probably the vertical stream.
Yeah. Am I doing that? Am I vertical streaming right now?
No.
So that's what that is for?
Yeah, all those are for vertical.
Interesting. So like I said, that happened. Now we've been testing the idea of selling outside, just by ourselves dolo. And we've been talking about it for a minute. We just never knew we could do it. We wasn't sure.
One of everything except for one.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. I'm trying to fight. I'm fighting for my life.
Fighting what?
To do all.
Listen, you want one?
I didn't say I'm not doing it. I'm fighting. I'm trying to make samples, make candles, make wood at the same time.
I don't know what you don't have.
I need cashmere.
Let me see. Yeah, we still there. Yes.
I already have. Wait, what's this? Oh.
Yeah, I don't think these are all the more small bottles here.
There should be some bottles.
I didn't see a small bottle, but maybe.
No, this one.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of small. Maybe there's no small version of this.
Yeah. So then this one. Oh, yeah. And then the small. Yeah.
What was I saying? Yeah. Like I said, we just didn't know, and it's just we talked about it. We wasn't really sure how to go about it. And our first really, it's weird. It's weird because we could have moved faster in doing it, but there were a lot of other things happening at the time. So that's a big component of it, and we kind of tested it. Melissa went out to sell at Fairdy. That was our first oh wow, this actually could work. And at that time, that was basically towards the end of the year, anyways. So the only time I guess we could have started would have been October. I think maybe we could have started doing it then.
Sure. I think that's when we we're going full steam with
Online.
Right.
That's what happened. We were debating on if we should sell it in person or do online. That's what happened, and we ended up. I think we started like kind of going into online a little bit, but the money's not quick enough in online. So me, money's right here. I'm gonna go get the money where it's right here. Now we've been doing this for like a month and a half, and I cannot listen. This is doing great. Like this right here is a game changer for us. Just because it puts money in our pocket and it does it immediately. So y'all know that I told y'all that the last I might have been during the podcast probably. We have an account where we have to pay 17% of every transaction for the loan, right? And I'm like, listen, I'm getting hip to the percentages of stuff. Kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I feel like it's different when I'm paying. Maybe it's because I never thought when somebody says, "Okay, Donovan, I'm gonna give you $1,000, but you have to pay me 30% interest." It is insane, but I've probably done that. But right. That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say that it's 30% of every sale that you make, but it's not that. It's more than that. Nah, it's more. Like if I was to say, like, okay, I'm trying to calculate the same way as if Square was going to take interest from us. So in my mind, Square, I'm taking 70% of every transaction. Square? Where do you think come from? That's not hot. What do you mean? Okay. Transaction. Sure. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if I was to look at someone loaning me money like that, would it be they're taking 30% of my transaction? Nah. If you were to try and compare the two, I'm paying every transaction that I do. I'm paying a person $1.30 off of my dollar. Because if you loan me $100, right, and you say I gotta pay 30% interest, I don't. This math might be wrong, but let's see. I have to pay back $130. Okay. So when I make $10, that is your $10. Right. So if you were to do it transactionally, that means that if I made $10, then from this $10, I still owe you $13. I owe you what? I owe you the full amount of the transaction plus the interest until it's paid off. So that is worse than what Square is doing. Right, because Square. Square. Sure, we're talking about Square. That's what I'm talking about. Borrowing money from a person and pay interest. Yes. Because no, wait. The high percentage of interest is worse than borrowing from Square. Yes, I feel like this is obvious. Like not that you don't understand it. It's. I'm not saying anything that's crazy. But to me, hearing myself say it and like looking at it now is crazy. That's why it's crazy to me. Because now looking at the transactions by percentage makes it seem even crazier. So when I look at the account and I have a transaction, or let's say we made $1,000 for the month or $4,000 for the month, and then Square takes $1,000 from us, yeah, that's high. That's 17%. That's high as fuck. I'm like, golly, that's high. And I'm like, but I've paid people 20%, 30%, maybe even I don't know. I think I might did 41. I don't remember.
But they're still taking interest. It's not like they're not.
Who? Square? Yes and no. I mean, they don't say it's interest, but they give you a number. Right, exactly. They do all funny business with that number, but you know, it is what it is.
Right, you're not paying back exactly what you.
Right, exactly. Which is probably why it's illegal to have charge interest. That's why it's not a loan. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. But I say all of this because I made another account with Square, and it's not illegal. You owe them money. I don't owe them money. What's nothing wrong if somebody made an account with Square and started selling something, what they gonna be mad at? It's under my social. It's like Donovan has a candle business. Has someone name your candle business. Whichever way tell you guys. I don't know. So they don't charge me for that, right? So when we get when we look at the end of the day of a sale or sales that we did, it looks way better than it was before. Like, I'm gonna tell you what happened today, right? Because this is why it's crazy. This is why it's crazy. Honestly, I think this might be the first day that I sold out on a new account, right? Boom, look at this. Yeah, I think I'm playing. Watch this. That's fine. All right. So for today, listen, I don't even know when I tell y'all, these markets are robbing y'all. They are stealing from y'all. Oh my God, y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't understand how we were being swindled, because the idea of a market is great, right? I mean, is it? Are we swindled? I don't want to say we're swindled. I mean, okay. I was gonna say that, but I also think the problem is the concept of the market compared to what we have right now. So I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. This morning, Melissa, God did not want me to go to the city, obviously. Okay, so I'm getting on an LIRR, and I'm walking on a Atlanta Terminal train, right? And as I'm walking, the train's gonna come in like 5 minutes. I'm walking past a Penn Station train. The doors are open, but I don't know whatever they're doing. They haven't held there for a while. And something in my head said, "You can just get on that one, Donovan." I'm like, no, but I'm taking Atlanta Terminal train today. I'm going to Atlanta Terminal. I'm going to Brooklyn, and I'm gonna come back and go. That's what I'm gonna do. So as I walk into the platform, the train leaves. Right, the train that I could have gotten on. I get on the Terminal train. I'm fine. I'm chilling. I get on a train. It goes all the way to Atlantic Terminal. I get off. I walk through the turnstile. I go to the elevator, take the B train. There is a rope across the whole hallway that says you cannot walk this way for the B train. You saw that?
I saw it wasn't running.
Yes. So now, the way the rope was set up, I couldn't really tell like where the rope was at. I'm like, maybe it's not for me. No, they were saying don't come this way. I said, all right, I'm gonna catch the D train. So I go in the other direction, get on the elevator, go up, walk down the hallway, catch the other elevator, and then go down. Is that food for you or for me? Okay. No, I don't. So I'm like, I was hoping that it was for you.
I mean, there's food for you here.
Yeah, I didn't want you to bring it over to me. That's all I was saying. Okay. So I get on the D train elevator, go down to the platform, and I'm standing there. I see the N come by. I see the Q come by. I see the R come by. I see the N come by. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, what is happening? I don't understand. I look it up. The D train is not running from Coney Island to West 4th Street. That's literally the stop I have to get off at West Forth, and it's not. That means it's not running at all through Brooklyn. That's what that means. Coney Island to West Fourth means you will not catch a D train in the Brooklyn borough. What?
You want to check?
No, I don't check. I don't do that. Who does that? Who leaves the house and goes, let me check if the trains is
You
working?
know what it is?
I know you have to live for Rockaway and it was so bad. I don't do that. Like, cause I'm like, I'm not taking. Here's the thing: the trains that I take, you can't have them not work.
Right.
So that's why I never. Right, but it is depending on which route I want to take. Cause like if I was by my mom's house or my dad's house, the 5 train on the weekend, we would be like, we're not getting on that. Like we like, bro, we're not getting on that train. We don't know it's gonna go over there. It's gonna go over there. It's gonna not run. We just was like not rocking with it at all. So we're like, okay, cool. Let me see something. Mm-hmm. Damn. Some of the mic is messed up. Hello? Damn. Okay. And there's no chat here.
Go to, I think it's view or doc at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And then it should say chat, and you have to make sure it's chat.
Oh, it's definitely not chat. Definitely not. Why am I? Oh, there's mad comments here. Sarah's here. Nadia's here. Sean is here. Like, the audio was cutting in and out. Oh, damn. All right. Okay, guys.
Click on mic and then change the property to the Mac.
Oh, MacBook Pro.
Right.
Hey, hello. Can y'all hear me now? Oh my God.
You should be able to see it bouncing.
Yeah. How long y'all been dealing with that foolishness? Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness.
That's my bad. I was monitoring the live this time.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. Can y'all hear me? I don't even know. He said still sound crazy. Damn.
Still sound crazy.
I don't know. Check. Check. Oh, she's trying to hear me. Damn. Oh my God. Man, how y'all talking like, whoo, Jesus. I'm so sorry, guys. I had no idea I was doing that. I thought on my Marvin Gaye voice.
Yeah, I don't know that. Unplug the dongle.
That's crazy. Hello. Ooh, shit. Use the camera mic. Can I use the phone mic? How does it sound right now? A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. Still a crackle.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Just.
Well, I'm not.
Right. I'm like, damn it.
Let's think I'm functional. Yeah, I be recording her. She don't know. When Melissa be eating food, it's the funniest thing. She don't know nothing's going on. Bro, you think she's making love to the food? Like she just stare at it and stare at it and stare at it. She moving around. She be like, and I be looking. She don't know I'm looking at. And it be like a good 4 minutes, and she'll just be staring at the food for no long. I'm just telling y'all that.
I don't know.
Hello.
Say something.
A B C D E F G.
Now I can't hear a damn thing. Come on. Oh, sounds good. All right, perfect. Let me go eat my food.
Ooh, Jesus. Golly. Let me get this mic out the way now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoo. Listen, we tried to be fancy, and like I said, this whole mic situation, we still trying to figure that out, you know, vibes and all that. Whoo. Wow. I am so sorry that y'all had to listen to that for I don't even know how long we're streaming now. Does it tell me on here the time?
Yeah, it does.
For 56 minutes. 56 minutes and 27 seconds y'all been hearing. That's crazy. Okay, all right, now repeat everything I said. Okay, started from 30 seconds. Hey guys, I'm a little tired, and you know, it's been a long day, and I feel energized, but like spiritually and not physically. Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay. Wow, that's terrible. Wow. Okay. Well, if there's anything that I touched on that y'all remember, you wanted me to kind of redo, I could do that. I guess I can just kind of I'll give y'all cliff notes. I'm gonna go cliff notes real quick, and then, like I said, I can go in deeper in anything else y'all have, but I'm gonna go cliff notes and then back to what I was talking about before. So first, start off with no more vlogging. The reason why is because content becomes very hard to edit. I don't want to make content that is very active. I would prefer more passive content where we can record our life and what we're doing, as opposed to like making dedicated content, because it becomes harder and harder the more you try to make dedicated content, and we can't do that. We're also trying to run a candle business, and not even run it, just kind of get it off the ground, right? So Melissa is tired of vlogging. I don't want to have to force her to vlog, and so now I thought I heard the one up again. I don't want to have to force her to vlog. So sometimes you'll see in the last like 4 videos, she's like, I'm vlogging. I don't want to vlog anymore. I'm tired of vlogging, guys. I don't want to do this no more. So it's like, I have to now like be on top of her and be like, did you vlog today? Are you vlogging or whatever? So there's that. When it comes to me vlogging, I hate where I have to try to like search for things to vlog, because I might be on my computer just editing, or I might be on my computer doing inventory, and it's kind of weird to have the camera like this, like set up while I'm just typing, right? Anything that might be a time lapse, but I'm gonna have to use my phone for 2 hours to record a time lapse of me doing computer stuff. I don't like that. So that's kind of what's been happening over the last couple of months, and that's why I felt it was better for us to just make hey, what's up, princess? That's why it's kind of better for us to just go to focus on the candles and not do that particular thing, which is why the podcast style is the way it is now, because the editing becomes, I forgot that. Editing takes up a lot of time, physically and mentally. It's very draining to edit. If anybody here has edited a video, I know Sarah has done it. She does a lot of videos. Like, it's, depending on what you're editing, especially if it's a long form video, it mentally drains you, because you have to like use your creative juices, and you're also sitting in front of the screen by yourself. You can't listen to no music. You can't go on Twitter. You can't go on Facebook. You have to just literally stare at the screen and then try to like cut it up and cut it up and cut it up. So it gets exhausting. So segue to this topic I said before, we need to make money. That is not making us money. Like it makes people buy candles, which is great. Right. So, like I said, we'll come back with the vlogs at some point in the future when we come up with honestly, when we have money. That is, I'm done with everything. Like, we need money. Everything else is cool. Doing ads, making content, it's all that's cute. We need money in our pocket today. Like, I need to go on my account and see money in there. Right? I need the whole growth thing and scaling thing is great, but you can't scale with nothing. So we're like, okay, money, make money. So that kind of, like I said, goes into the next topic, which is the game changer, which is selling at the craft fairs. Scratch that. Selling in person, just, hey, Sushi. Hey. Now get in my lap.
You just gotta sniff out back.
So what was I saying? So I've been selling in person, right? Now, I might have caught this when I was clipping and in and out and crackling and all of that, but I'm mad, but I'm not mad. Because if we were doing what we're doing now last year, we would be so up, it would be ridiculous. Like, we probably could have paid off the rent last year so that we could probably still be living here and paying the rent. Like, that's how much, that's the upside that I'm seeing right now from selling here. It's mind-boggling, okay? So, I think markets. What was that?
I don't know.
Someone farted? When y'all farted?
She on the air.
Oh. That was you? You sneeze?
I don't know what he did.
What was that? Oh,
That's
boy.
a better meow.
I can't see it. He's making his grand entrance. Okay, so the apartment, we are getting evicted, and we have decided to move to Melissa's grandmother's house. They live in Far Rockaway, and we had like a court situation in January, I think, and we thought had to go to court to kind of continue the process. But the paperwork that they sent us, it was pretty much saying that the building is going to court to push the stuff forward. So that wasn't actually like the eviction date for us. And they were doing that because, is that a bubble on the screen? What was that? You ever seen that before?
What you mean?
There was a bubble with a light that was floating on the screen.
Oh, that's an iPhone thing.
That's crazy.
That be happening when I'm on FaceTime with Sarah.
Why is it on the live?
It might just be a camera thing. I didn't know that.
But what do they like it though? That's putting that there.
No, I think you did a gesture. It's wonky. It doesn't happen
Like?
consistently. I don't know. You might have did a gesture that triggered that.
Oh. No? Okay. Cause you thumbs up? Oh, that's crazy. Can y'all see that? That's crazy.
Right, that's me. That's me and Sarah on FaceTime. I look at Sarah and it'll be balloons. It'll say happy birthday. I'll be like, what? Mind you, Sarah don't be doing nothing. She just be chilling, and all you see is the like button. Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. I don't know what else I could do. I thought no gangster. Okay. So we thought that was the eviction case, but it wasn't. So that case was pretty much because they said before that they'll give us 3 months to pay the $50K. So because we couldn't come with the $50K in 3 months, they had that meeting. So now we're pretty much in limbo until, I guess, they have the eviction. So we're assuming the next call.
I almost died. I'm sorry.
The next documentation that we get will probably be that. So we're probably gonna move out whenever we get that letter, so that there's no eviction on Melissa. Like, so we're kind of playing it by ear right now, but we're in the middle of it. So it's kind of, that's where we're at. It's like the next letter we get might be the date we have to move out. They say, okay, you have to move out. Honestly, no. The next letter we get might be come to court to get the next date for when you're gonna be moving out. So that's where that is. So here's what I was saying. We could have paid off all the rent that we owed last year if we're doing what we're doing now, right? We could be paying the rent now if we're doing what we were doing back then now, okay? I've been selling outside on the street. Y'all kind of been following up with that a little bit. Y'all haven't seen it in the vlogs yet because that's like 2 months and 2.5 months down the line. Still, mind you, when we start posting again, we literally have 9 weeks of footage I have not seen yet. Like literally 9 weeks of footage of me selling in the park, me selling on the street, me selling in different places.
We got footage of the house.
See, I knew you were gonna say that. We're not talking about that.
Oh, sorry,
I knew you were gonna
my
say
bad.
that. I knew you were gonna say that. We're talking about. I'm like, I knew people like, yeah, we all this stuff. It's the candle people, Melissa. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we have those videos that will come. Like, they're gonna be edited at some point. Same thing with the house, which we have those also, which will be. Oh, I froze. Am I still frozen?
I can see you fine on my computer.
Okay, Sarah said I didn't freeze. Or Rue said I didn't freeze.
You froze. You froze when you were reading it. You stopped moving. You was like,
Right, that was me faking it. That was the fake freeze, Melissa. That's what the streamers do. They do that.
It's funny. I didn't know that.
So-
wait. Now you froze.
So I got you. See, that's what I'm
You
saying.
did.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay. So I've been selling outside, and the first day I sold outside, it was kind of like, what's gonna happen? We don't even know what's going on. What am I gonna make any money? I think I got one sale that day, and I was kind of like, oh, this is like possible. Like nobody bothered me. I sold on the sidewalk. I got one sale, and I was like, oh, this could work. Like there's an upside to this. All I gotta do is find the right place to go to. That's what I've been saying this whole year is location, change the environment. If something is not working, it's not you, it's the environment. You gotta change the environment. Just move you to a different environment. Or change the environment around you if you can. So, what was it? So that was the first day. Second day, I went outside. Somebody had said to me on the first day, they said, hey, Donovan, or whatever, try Washington Square Park. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I'll try it, check it out. So I go out there. I got there kind of late. It was kind of getting kind of dark, but I made 2 sales. I was like, oh, this is kind of crazy. Like, people bought candles from me just me sitting here. This is insane. Like, my brain, because if y'all ever done anything new, there's like a space where you don't know, like, you don't even have a reference of what to think you can or can't do. Like, that's how new something could be. If I said to you, okay, tomorrow I want you to build a spaceship, you would be like, I don't even know what to start with. Like, do I start with the top, the bottom? Do I start writing something? Do I like look? I don't even know where to start. That's how it was with the candles, with it selling it outside. So that's the second day, right? So now, I'm kind of getting into it between like it raining and being cold or whatever. I think I did like 3 days in a row one time. It was like $300, $500, $300. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. I think it might have been like 3, 5, and 2 something. I'm like, did I make $1,000 at the park selling candles in a weekend? I'm like, that's crazy. Next week come, same situation, another like $1,000, maybe like 9 something and some change. I'm like, mind you, again, I'm just bringing whatever we have in the house to the park. Hey, I sell candles, guys. Do you guys buy candles here? Like, that's literally what I'm doing. I don't have no type of sales thing. Mind you, wait till y'all hear this. I'm gonna talk about. Remind me about the game. Remind me about that. Okay, you remember what I'm saying?
Remind you about the game.
Yes. So, I'm out there kind of like, hey guys, hello. I'm being just a nice person. We got candles, and this is what we have. These are nice, and beeswax. So then I think we took a week off, not on purpose. I don't think we had to go to like a wedding. It might have rained and things like that. And we didn't have inventory of certain stuff. And then I think I went back again like the last couple days, right?
Oh, the cart broke. That's what happened.
Oh, the cart. Yes, I was trying to. But shout out to my guy Tim. I know he's mad if he's here. He think I don't know, but he's upset. Oh, he was upset. So, bruh, yeah. Listen, this cart that's in the vlog too. That's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to making content, I am annoyed that the cart is broken. I got to set up my camera and put it in 5 different angles to record me fixing the cart. I want the cart to be fixed. I don't want to record me having to fix the cart. And then, it's a problem with fixing the cart. Because it would be different if, like, okay, all I got to do is, like, buy a piece and put it on there. No. I had to buy like 3 or 4 different pieces, go to Home Depot multiple times.
Hey.
Why are they both walking over there?
Because they're doing nonsense.
Like 2 Jaguars.
Oh my gosh.
They in the wax.
Yes.
So I'm like, I was sitting in the kitchen. I think Sarah might have been on the phone with Melissa when I was doing it. I'm like drilling. I have to like make my own, like, I don't know what you would call it. Like, I would say compartment or accessory or whatever for the cart. I'm drilling my own holes in there. I'm buying wheels from a whole different company that has nothing to do with this cart. I have to get bolts and washers to get the cart to fix. And then here's what y'all, man, listen, okay. So, y'all already know the cart that I just returned it, right? So here's what's crazy. No, I didn't get a cart from Home Depot. So I got pieces to fix the cart that we have from Home Depot. Y'all have seen the cart Sega. Y'all have seen me have a broken cart. Y'all have seen Melissa with a broken cart. The wheel keeps falling off. I'm dragging the cart up the street. The wheel is like turning. Then it got to a point where it got so bad the metal that holds the wheel was bent. Then I got different wheels to try it. Then those wheels broke off of the cart, and I'm just like, this is insane. It got to a point where we had like 3 carts because they were so bad. I'm like, hey guys, can you send me a new cart? It's broken. They're like, yeah, sure. Send me another one, it will break. And I'm just kind of like, okay. Now we have mad carts in the house. So right now, they sell carts over there. See, that's the thing with the cart though. It's a fire cart. The wheels are just trash. It's a big body cart. It's a big cart, and it extends, so you can change the height of the cart. I'm like, no other cart does this, and it's deep and it's deep and it's wide. So I'm like, this is an amazing cart, and even the company, it's when I tell you this is so dumb, y'all understand how dumb this is. The company has carts with nice wheels, right? They have like big, thick rubber wheels. They have like strong, like plastic, like real durable wheels, right? They only put them on the carts that don't extend and that are small. And I'm
both.
What?
You cannot have both.
If you want to bet, I have both now because it's crazy that it's been the same issue. So now, what I was saying about my friend Tim, right? I'm gonna go out to the city. He said, I'm gonna meet you out there. Mind you, live in the Bronx. That's a whole other borough. If y'all live in the city, y'all or New York can understand this. He live in the Bronx, and we're gonna meet up in the city. I'm on my way out there. The wheel break. Oh, yes, I saw that. I was not putting a thumbs up. Come on, get it together. So I'm out there. I'm on my way to the. I got from the railroad. I got off of that. I got to Atlantic. I'm walking through the terminal or through the station. I get to like 2 elevators. I get to the platform. I noticed the car's mad heavy. I'm like, why is the car so heavy? I check down. What's that cat doing? She eating plastic? She's just sitting on the paper. I check the cart and the wheel is now like off again. And I'm like, I've seen this happen like 5 times. I already know what's coming next. If I keep moving with this cart, it's gonna start scraping, right? All the rubber is gonna come off of the whatever that type of wheel is. Then it's gonna bend. Then it's gonna break. Then it's gonna bend the metal that holds it. Then the car's gonna be fucked up. That's what's gonna happen, right? I've seen this happen like 4 times already. It's crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, I gotta go home. I'm like, I can't bring this cart with me to the city because it's not gonna work. Like, it's gonna be messed up, and what's gonna make it even worse is this is what I learned after the cart messed up the first or second time, maybe the 3rd time. It could be the 4th time. I don't know. Is that, man, listen, they don't want to sponsor me for them carts because I'm gonna be shitting all over them carts. I'm be like, man, if y'all they should have me be the creative director of the carts, like they be doing all the other celebrities. They be like, oh, Lady Gaga, what Kanye said, she's the creative director of Polaroid. What the fuck she doing about cameras? Like, they should have me be the creative director of the cart so I can tell them, like, bro, just put a nice wheel on this cart or make the other carts extendable. Would y'all not use these? I don't understand why y'all would make a cart this bad. And it's like $89 though. It's an amazing cart for the price and for the value. But I think It could be the weight I have on the cart. I don't care though. I don't care. I don't care. I was checking my tongue. I don't care. I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Okay. Y'all know how tired I am. I'm so thirsty. Okay. All right. So, all right. So like I said, I told him like, bro, it's not gonna work. I gotta come back home, right? So I came back home, and then I'm like, bro, I have to figure this out because I have bought wheels before, but they were like, the car sake is crazy. I bought wheels before, right? And the wheel itself fits inside the cart, but the hole for the cart is too small. So if I take the screw, it won't go through the cart to go into the wheel. So I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I'm like, I don't care anymore at this point. I am going to go and I'm a makeshift for cart this. I don't care. I need to go make some candles and sell some candles. So I got some drills. I asked my friend who builds bikes. I'm like, yo, bro, what kind of tool should I get to drill a hole into here? He sent me what I should get. I got that, and I'm drilling away, right? So mind you, this is where things get funny, right? This is why I be mad in my soul, right? I have bought 4 wheels in the past. 4 wheels. I can't find a third one. I didn't know where it was at. I didn't know if it was in the storage unit. I checked the storage unit, and again, I'm like, do I vlog that? Do I put that on the storage unit? Like in the video, like, oh, I'm looking for the wheel in the storage unit. Where is it? Oh, it's not under here. Like, it's not under here. So I'm like, I'm just kind of, I don't want to make content like that. Like, it's annoying to like do that. So I can't find it though. So I end up leaving, can't find it. I put 3 wheels on the cart. I put 3 of these strong ass wheels on the cart. I'm drilling holes in. If you know about cars, or not cars, if you know about like wheels, the one that I have now is a metal bearing in the middle, so that means it has like the balls that spin around. The other one didn't have that, so the wheel and the screw would turn at the same time while it's spinning, which is why stuff just happened. Screws come out, bolts come off, nonsense. So I drilled the holes in. I'm feeling satisfied. I got 3 holes drilled. I got 3 wheels on. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go tomorrow. The wheel feels real, the car feels real sturdy. It don't make no sounds when I'm pulling. I'm like, this is good. I get outside. I'm walking to the train. This is like a couple days later. I'm walking to the train. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, about to get this money. So I don't even know where I got to. I might have gotten to, I think I got to the city, right? I think I got to the city. Why did the only wheel that I didn't replace break? I'm like, there's no way this one wheel is gonna be the one that caused me a problem. I'm like, it's 3 strong ass wheels. No. This one wheel decides that it's gonna start acting funny. It tilted. Now I'm dragging it. You're dragging it while it's being tilted, so now it's peeling off all the stuff. It's bending things, and I'm just kind of like, oh my God. Then on top of that, it made the other wheels start acting funny. And I'm just like, you gotta be kidding. But I'm like a block from the park. I'm like, I don't care. I'm at the park. I'm already here. I'm gonna sell while I'm here, right? After I finished selling, I realized like, okay, the other wheels are having their own problems that I didn't realize until now. So one of the problems is that, if y'all know, like, so we get into like, I don't know how much I be building DIY and stuff. There's a washer, right? Or a spacer. So this right here is the cart, and then this right here is the wheel. So there's in the middle is where the bolt is. So this right here, my thumb is the bolt, right? So if there is no spacer in this space, the wheel will just go like this, back and forth between this part of the cart and this part of the cart. So while I'm pulling it, the wheel is like moving like this. And the more it does this, the more it has a chance to like kind of tilt and then like be dragged. So that's what's happening at this point. This is the good wheel, by the way, it's happening too. I'm pulling it, it's turning, it's dragging. I'm like, damn, at the end of the day, I gotta get home. I can't have this car get messed up. So now we back to Bob the Builder. I gotta go online. I gotta find washers to fit the cart to put that on. And at this point, I end up finding a wheel. So I drilled the fourth hole into the wheel. Got that all ready. Like I said, this is this annoying stuff that be annoying that be happening. So finally have all the wheels set up. I think that might have been like 4 or 5 days ago. I'm like, I finally have everything set up. I go outside to sell. What day was that? I went out. I feel like I went out twice last week. Did I? I went out Friday for sure. I think I only went out Friday and today, but I might have went out earlier in the week. Was last week Neffy's graduation? Not graduation, her baby shower. It wasn't last. It was the week before that. So did I go out Sunday? What happened last week Sunday? I did go out last Sunday because it was the podcast. Because I remember coming in from the podcast and doing it, right? So this Friday went by. I think I made like $80, right? And to me, I'm okay with that because I like to work in. If I could do this every day, that's $700 or roughly $700, and that's a good amount of money. I'm literally doing nothing else. I have nothing else to do, so it's $80. I'm doing the money in, money out. How much money is coming in? How much money is going out? That's all I'm caring about. And if we have bills for that day, did I make more money than my bills cost today? I did. That's a good day. If I went outside and I made $80 and I had to spend $20 to get there, that's good. We're making more money than we're spending. That's all I care about. All the like micro transactions, I don't care about that. Did we make more than we spent? That's where I'm at. So that was Friday, right? That's $80. Now today come, right? And I had already spent my time in the last 2 days making sure that I have a new account that does not get charged interest. It was so nice outside today. You know how much I made today?
No. Tell me what happened yesterday.
What happened? Would it rain? What happened yesterday?
You couldn't go outside with it rain.
Oh, bruh, right. So I was going to go to work on Saturday and it rained. So I couldn't even do that. I'm just like, but again, it's not that big a deal to me because I'm going to go out almost every day. So one day it raining don't really matter to me. I'm just kind of like, whatever. It's $80 I made on Friday, Saturday. Man, mind you still don't have the money. I'm like, all right. But again, I feel like if I'm going to go out every day, it doesn't matter. That's how I feel. So this is today, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What?
How long were you there after?
After you left? Time you leave? How long time you left? I feel you left like 5.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, after you left, I probably left like an hour after that.
Right. Yeah, because by the time I got above ground and the train was dark.
Yeah, and I was done selling it before that. I was just trying to pack everything up.
Oh.
Okay. So when I tell you guys, right, the amount of like I'll fake want to cry from like I don't know if it's anger, if it's from relief. It's just like it's an overflowing of emotion that I have because I guess maybe it's like relief. Like it's like a I can see the light situation. So when we were doing affairs, right? Okay, I'm gonna just give you some quick math, just for context, what I'm about to tell you. So we're doing, let's say on the weekend, between 2 days on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, right? Give me a number that we will make between Saturday and Sunday.
$500 to $800.
Okay.
Consistently.
So I'm gonna go $800. Okay, we make $800 between Saturday and Sunday, right? So $800 minus, I mean, I feel like that's kind of high too, but that's fine. $800. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do $800 because it's for context. $800. We would make $800 between 2 days. 400, right? Minus, what was it? 350 minus 350. So 800 minus 350. That's 450, right? Can y'all see that? That's 450. We have $450 that we made. The account said $800 came into our account. We are already at $350 because we have to book the following week. Okay, I do this all the time, right? $450. Right? Mind just if we do $800 for the weekend. So now, right? You have to take out the percentage for the loan that Square gave us. So 800 times 17.25% is $138. So we have 800 minus 350 minus $138. We are at $312. In 2 days, we have made $312. I'm not even gonna bring in food or transportation or anything else. We were at the market from 10 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night, and we made between the 2 days $312. I'm not counting food or transportation or any of those other like ancillary expenses, right? $10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 2 days, right? So today, by myself, by the way, Melissa and I are with me. By myself, normally we're both at the market. By myself, at the park, kind of chilling for the most part. I made $743.
Wow, that's crazy. That's like an additional $120 after I left. Because I wasn't selling. I surprised him at the park. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of crazy. That's insane. How long were you out there for?
My first sale was at 12:11. So I got there. Did I record anything when I got there? Because I think that let me see. Where was it?
I think you were out of here by like 9.
Right. I had an issue. I caught the 9:24 train, and I was supposed to get there at 10:24. So I probably got there like 11.
Okay.
I probably got there like 11.
So then like an hour to set up.
Yeah. So from 12. Oh, Sarah called me. So from 12 to my last order was at 5:55. I basically was that 6 hours?
From 12 to what?
To 5:55 was my last order.
Yeah.
That's about.
Yeah, not including setup and breakdown. So yeah.
So that is, and here's the thing that I'm really harping on: there is no charge of 17% for what we made today. So all the money that we made goes into our account immediately. Like it goes into Square immediately. Like sale swipe. You saw what he said.
No.
That's funny, Sarah.
Wait, what's it? Where do you see that?
She had text messages.
Oh. I don't think this is connected.
She saw a book.
Where? Oh, sorry.
Oh my god. And that's how she called you.
Sorry.
Jesus. So that money they swipe, it goes into the Square account immediately for us to be able to use to do whatever. And I don't have to worry about booking next weekend, right? And I can go out there tomorrow. And I can go out there Wednesday. And if I wanted to, listen, it started getting real lit at night. I don't know, it turned into like a hood party. Like they was playing all the black songs. All of the what's the famous ones? The Cupid Shuffle they played. They played Electric Slide. People they had, I don't know if they had that one. They had people without, everybody was dancing, and girls started coming out there with like party clothes. I'm just kind of like, is it today Sunday? Right. I'm like, this is crazy. And it gets to a point, right? I think it's funny.
Well, technically, isn't there a school nearby? I think NYU or something.
Yeah, but it's Sunday. You'll be partying on Sunday. I got class tomorrow.
What do you mean? Well, they party every day.
Anyway, but I mean, listen, obviously. So they're coming out, and I always find it funny where it's like there's white people, right, where they're like, normally they probably wouldn't have fun, but it's like in a certain circumstance, they're like, oh, this is cool. Like, I'm having fun. Like, that's what was happening there.
I can see that.
Right. And the black people are like, yeah, we come over here. We do all of this two-stepping and stuff. And it was just, I can't put into words what was happening. I texted my friend Tim. I'm like, bro, today they had concerts going on, interviews, vendors, skateboarders, dancing, rapping, pianos, drums, people vlogging. There was so much things going on at the park.
Bruh, I couldn't believe my eyes. Bruh, and then the entrance that I came in on the side of the chess masters.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they just
they was going crazy?
Oh, not really, but they looked like one of them was wearing a crown. It looked like it looked like they was waiting for someone to pull up and challenge you.
They be over there going hard. Like, and I be finding, because I'm like, they're so good that people go, like, and again, this is where it's funny. I've seen multiple times of like little white girls getting trained by the guys that are there. And the reason why it's crazy to me is because the guys that are there look homeless. Like, they could be homeless, but they're so good at chess that people are like, yo, how you do that? Show me how you do that move. How you learn that? And the guys be like, kind of like playing with them, like, oh, you didn't even know, you didn't even see that move coming? Ah. And I'll just be like, this is amazing. Like, this is so amazing to see this happening. So they have chess masters, they got dancers. I'm talking about choreographed.
It's a group. It's a dance group.
Like everybody at the same time is doing stuff at this, and they have an outfit on. They have matching outfits. They have a crowd, and that's just behind me. On the other side, you got this man playing the drum. He was going crazy playing the drum. When I tell you this man was going crazy, and then in between there's a fountain, right? Oh, it used to be a fountain. In the fountain, the people are skateboarding around, doing tricks in the fountain. Oh, there's a point in time, bruh, it would get crazy. A football, right? Kept hitting people's booths and stuff, right? I didn't know where it was coming from. There was a guy who was standing on one side of the fountain, throwing the football to the crowd on the other side of the fountain, and they were throwing it back to him. I'm like, you would thought it was a Super Bowl or something, the way they was going on, All-Star Weekend. So it's so lively at the park, right? And when I don't have a lot of stuff left. Like, I was not expecting to be out of that much stuff. Like, big candles, medium candles, small candles, samples. They going. They're like, people are buying them. And the reason why it's crazy too is because, well, I was going to say that I'm not marketing as much, trying to like, hey, do I smell a candle? But that's not as true. But people are coming to the table. Like, I could be doing something, people walk up to the table and be like, oh, hey. Like, and I'll see them, like, looking. And that's my favorite thing. My favorite type of event is when people are just kind of interested in the candle. So I can kind of like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm like, hey, have you smelled a candle before? They go, oh, no, I haven't. Oh, come check this one out. As opposed to, like, clutching my pearls, don't look at me when I walk by, just, oh my God, why are you talking to me? Like, that is what I hate. Like, I hate dealing with that. You don't want to buy a candle, that's fine. But take that over there. Like, nobody wants to see any of that. So, at the park, everybody's fine. So, like I said, today, I made $743. And here's the crazy part, which is even, like, that was on 28 sales. So, I might have sold 30 plus candles. That is like, when we first started selling candles, that's a high. Like, that's like a, oh, wow, we did 30 sales today, right? Once we got into doing artists and fleas more regularly, 30 sales was like what we try to hit regularly. That was what we had to make minimum to like have a decent day. If we didn't have 30 sales, it had to be like 20 sales, but a lot of big candles were sold. Like, that was kind of that. So now, like I said earlier, I'm looking at this like this. Oh, I forgot the game. Y'all know about the game. We've been robbed of the game multiple times. People have rolled up on us, stole the game in our face, which is so crazy. Pulled the game out the next day. Had another guy pull up and be like, didn't know the clipboard, like, what is this? How do you do this? How's the game work? Can I make a game of my stuff? We've seen that so many times.
Lord, I remember that. That was crazy. Just verbatim, just like I tried. He said I tried to make the game, but I didn't know what to do.
It didn't work for me. Like I said, them people with the bracelets, they was like, it was a Saturday. We was getting mass sales, right? Sunday come. Everyone, we have a game that you want to play. Come and play the game. Hey, you right there. Come play the game. People walking by like, what? We have a game. And we're like, right diagonal from them. Like, wow, that's crazy. We're like, that's insane. And it's crazy because it's not even a different kind of game. It's literally the same game that we have. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go see what the game is. I want to go see. Yeah, y'all screaming about the game. Let me go check it out. I'm mosey on over there. I said, hey guys, I heard you have a game. Yes, we have. Yes, we do. We stole it from you. We stole the game from you guys. We stole it from you guys. Ha ha. We stole it. Ha ha. We stole it. And I'm just kind of like, y'all are mad weird. I'm like, but sure, let me see the game. It's literally. They tried to copy us bar for bar, word for word, still a whole flow. They pretty much tried to do that, right? So when I tell you I'm selling these candles, I don't even pull a game out. I ain't pull the card game out the whole time I'm there. Not a single time. Since I've been in the park, I've only played the game that played with the card game one time. I do not bring that out. And it's not an on purpose thing. It's two things. I want to learn how to sell a candle without playing the game. Not learn, but like I want to do more of that. But the first couple of days I didn't have the cards. So I'm just kind of like, all right, let me just sell. Let me just see what happens. And then people are buying the candles. So I'm like, why would I play the game, take up more time, and possibly give a discount? All these things come together, and it can take away from other people, especially if I'm by myself. Because now I'm playing the game by myself. It's like...
And if they lose.
Right, that's nothing. If they lose, like, oh, okay, I'm going to just walk away. And it's like, all right. So I'm just like, we're not doing that, right? So, I haven't told you about this guy. There's a guy at the park, right? Like I said, there's a lot of characters at the park. My pet peeve is this. This is one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate posturing, and I hate people that, like, want to joke with you. But then when you joke back, it's, man, I was just joking. Oh my God, why are you acting like that? It was a joke. I hate that. I hate that with a passion, right? So, my first day at the park, right? My first day selling at Washington Square Park. I pick a good spot right in front of. If you ever see Washington Square Park, there's like this big tower that's there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna come and set up right here. You know, it wasn't even like it was literally just, it was an open spot. Me trying to set up here. The next day I come back, the guy that there's a guy. That same day, my first day, a guy set up diagonally from me. He was selling portraits, right? He put them on the floor. He's selling portraits. The next day, when I come back to go to that spot, he's in that spot. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But again, I don't know the politics of the park. I don't know the vibe. I'm not about to fight him over that. I'm like, bro, it was a good spot. I enjoyed it. I made a good amount of money. I'm not going to even confront you about the spot. It's not my spot. I don't know how this park works. I'm just here my second day. So, another day come by, right? I go to the park. I go to my spot. He's not there. I go and I set up. No. I went to the spot. I went to the park the second day or third day, and he was in the same spot that I had the first time. So I set up next to him, like kind of close by him, right? This man gonna walk up to me and say, thanks for keeping my spot warm. I was like, bro, I don't even know you. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bro, why are you even talking to me? I'm just like, why are we even having this conversation? I wasn't thinking about it like that. I don't even know what's going on, right? But he but it's a playful thing, like, you keeping my spot warm, right? But if you know, like, you know, whatever. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm listening to this whole story. He starts telling me about how his brand started, how many followers he has on Instagram, all the people, celebrities that have talked about his product, his portraits, and he has a studio somewhere and all other stuff, right? He travels and he has a PhD, a bunch of stuff he's talking about. I'm like, all right, cool, bro, whatever. So, but now, like I said, when he told me that, I'm like, all right, you know what I'm going to do? Now, because you're going to be an asshole, I'm going to set up right next to you, and I'm going to sell mad stuff. Because I'm like, now you're annoying me, right? That's that day. So I told myself, I'm like, you know what? Because after that happened, I'm like, I'm very competitive, right? but I have a sane level of competitiveness, and what I mean by that is, if I know someone can beat me at something, if I know I'm getting beat, I'm not gonna be fighting you to win. There's some people who are like, they will fight you even though they know they're gonna lose. Like they're just because it don't sit right with them to be like to lose. I don't have that, and like I don't like to lose, but I know if I'm gonna, I know what my capabilities are, right? So, but I will go to war with a person, but I understand when I have lost, right, or I am losing. So I'm like, oh, you talking about this my spot? I was keeping it warm for you. I'm like, bro, I will come here at 5 o'clock in the morning and sit in that spot and look you in your face when you get here. I'm like, I will not leave. I will stay here so that you will never have this spot again. Like that's my brain. It's like, if you really want to play this, I know you're not gonna go that hard for this spot, but I want you to look at my face when you see me in the spot and you're like, damn, bro, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I've been here for 2 hours already. Like that's what I was talking to my friend. I'm like, that's what I want to do, but I'm like, how reasonable is it to do that? But I'm like, you don't really want a competition over this. Cause like I said, I love to compete, but I'll know like if it was working or not. So I think the next day I tried to go to the city. Some wild stuff happened. I couldn't make it to the city early, and I think that was the day where I ended up taking 2.5 hours to get to the city. He's in a spot. So Friday comes. This last Friday, right? I go to the park to sell the candles, and the spot is open. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I set up, right? And I'm like still setting up. He rolls up on his scooter. I see him like driving dumb fast, and I feel like he saw me like, damn, he's in the spot I was gonna be at. So he set up like diagonally from me. I set up my booth, right? And I would say I have pretty good peripheral vision, right? And I have it because I play basketball. That's one reason. But I also have because I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want nobody to be bothering me. I look straight, but I know people are staring at me. I'm just like, bro, I don't want to be bothered. But I know you're looking at me. I'm ignoring you. I don't want to be bothered. So I'm looking in this direction, right? He's like over here. And I can see him like looking at me. But I'm like, bro, I'm not looking at you, bro. Like, I'm thinking about, I'm broke, I'm about to get evicted. I'm thinking about selling candles. I'm not, like, why are you staring at me? So I'm looking over to the distance, right? And he walk over to me. I'm like, bro, what do you want? I'm like, why are you here? You know what he's going to say? Ah, man. I see you, kept my spot warm again. And I'm like, you gotta wake up earlier, bro. I'm like, obviously waking up too late if I keep getting your spot. Like, obviously you gotta get up earlier, right? Now he offended. Well, I wake up early. What you mean? I'm like, well, obviously not early enough because you're not getting a spot. Honestly, I don't even care about that spot. I'm like, so why are you talking to me? I'm like, why you bringing this up to me then? And you care about the spot? I'm like, yeah, I hear you. I'm like, yeah, bro, but listen, if you're not here early, I'm gonna take the spot. He's like, you know, he goes, you know, I've been selling here for 6 years. I can sell anywhere in this park. There's no spot. Nobody has their own spot. Then he goes, and then I said, yeah. Then why you telling me this is your spot then? Man, I'm teasing you, man. I'm teasing you, man. I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing you. I'm like, I'm teasing you back. He's like, I'm just kind of like, bro, what are you doing here? I don't understand why you're here, right? And then as I'm saying it, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm teasing you back. Like, I'm like, don't do that. Don't like come to me and then try to make little jokes. And then honestly, I was legitimately joking back, like, okay, bro, you gotta get up early, obviously, because obviously if you're not gonna get here early, I'm gonna be in this spot, and you're gonna be telling me this every day. So what you want to do? But I'm not about to fight him. I'm not on that energy. So I'm just like, but we're just being whatever. So as he's doing this, he's standing there looking at me after I said I'm teasing you back. He's not saying nothing to me, right? He keeps telling me, "Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a prank. It's a prank." And then a lady walked up to the table and started smelling the candles, and like I guess in some way that it just kind of cut the convo between me and him. So now I'm talking to her. He just walks off. I haven't talked to that man since. We have not talked since. And one thing I forgot to tell you guys too. Remember that day I told y'all I said I'm next to him. I was gonna outsell. I'm like, listen, bro. I didn't tell him this. I'm just like, you don't want to compete with me. I'm probably gonna sell better than you. Knowing how the candles move, likelihood is I'm gonna do better than you. So after like midway through the day, we're probably talking about maybe like 2:30, 3 o'clock, right? He's like, hey. I'm like, what's up? He goes, yeah, how much them candles cost? Like, what's the prices of them things? And I'm like, this one's 15, that one's 34, that one's 47. He's like, okay. And I'm like, I know, because you see me moving weight. You see people coming here moving like a conveyor belt. They getting back, they're leaving, they getting back, they're leaving, they getting back, they're leaving, and you sitting there staring at me. That's what's happening. And I'm like, I've experienced this a whole bunch of times. So I'm like, bro, you gonna fall to the same category that they fall into. So just leave me alone. That's all I'm saying. Just don't. And if you want to bother me, then be ready for smoke. Don't back down now from the smoke. If you don't want to bother me and not give you smoke back, now you're like, oh, time out. I don't want to be smoked. Don't do that. I don't like that. So like I said, that is that. Now, I guess the last thing I kind of want to touch on is what we're going to be doing going forward. I don't know if we talked about your channel. What are you doing? Okay, you know I can hear it, right? So now that we're making this money, right? My goal was to make $1,500 a week. That was kind of like in my head what we talked about, me and Melissa. And I feel like that is way more plausible than I thought before today.
It's not even summer.
It's
like,
not even
It's
summertime.
not spring. There's no influx of travelers yet. Like it's very regular right now. Or honestly, technically this is off season. Because candle season is November, December, whatever.
Yeah. Facts. Well, yeah, facts. So how I want to, I don't know how much you can make every day, because obviously $700, it may not be, from what I've made, it's kind of an anomaly, because I can comfortably say I could make like $300 at the park if it, on the average day. Obviously that means other days it'll be lower, but I think higher than that it could be like 5, 6. I think 7 right now is almost $800 in a day in 5 hours is an anomaly, like in my opinion.
I think it's weather related.
Right, which is right, but that's what I'm saying. So that to me is an anomaly. So I don't expect to do that every single day, but I have made $300 when it's freezing outside. I made $500 when it's like brick city outside, like it's dumb cold, and I made $500 multiple times. So I'm like, okay, that seems like a range $300 to $500 what I could do. $1,500 a week without having to worry about them taking 17%. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to. The plan right now is to take 30% of the money we make, put it to paying off debt. Take another 30%, take that to put into buying new inventory, and then the final 30% or 33%, whatever, if we're gonna be a stickler, that would be for our profit, if you want to call it that. But that also includes in there growing the business. So that means like subscriptions. That means buying things that aren't necessarily inventory, like bags or tissue paper or things like that. That kind of falls into that category. And I think if we're making $15K a week, $1,500 a week, that is paying off. That is paying off.
It's like 26K a year.
How much?
26K in my pocket.
Oh yeah, for like profit wise, yeah. It's total
per thing.
75K.
Yeah.
So I think per month we could pay off what's 15? That'd be 6. 15, 3, so 6 times 30%. Yeah, about $2K a month to start paying off people. It's like here's $2K for you, $2K, $2K, $2K. Like I said, for right now, how I look at this year, I think I said in the beginning of the year, I'm not thinking about growth. I'm not really thinking about anything like that. Like I would love to have situations. I'm gonna take opportunities as they come, but I'm like put money in my pocket, get rid of any debt that we have. People that lend us money for the house, people that lend us money for candles, anything else. Like here's your money, and we're just like getting that situated. Then once we get back to like ground zero of okay, we don't have any debt and we have money coming in, then we start rebuilding. That could be next year. It could be a year and a half, maybe 2. I don't know, but it's gonna for sure. Like I know that if we're in that park selling as often as I want to be there, what I've seen happen at the craft fair is like we'll have lines of people at the table. So I'd have to like bring candles for people who are gonna buy them because I know they're gonna come to meet us at the park. And honestly, I think today they didn't know me before, but they came back to buy a candle after they already left the table. I've had 3 people come today and were like, "Oh, I came to the table earlier. I smelled the candles. I got a scent card. I came back and I want to buy one." I had like about 3 people do that. So I know once that time comes, it's gonna be.
You should have like a pre-order, kind of like Starbucks.
Like
a mobile pickup.
Bruh, it's gonna get like that, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen in a month or 2 or 3 or even maybe 4. But like if we're here 3, 4, 5 days a week selling, and we're doing that for multiple days, multiple months or whatever, or a year from now, like people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I know the candle guy in the park. Like I'm gonna get my candle from him right now." And at that point, we'll have probably different scents. We'll have something like a different type of system of how we make new scents. It'll be just different, but it'll be exciting for them to want to come to the park. We've seen that at the markets already. So, and the only thing that could probably put a dent in that right now, the only risk is if they tell us we can't sell in the park anymore. But the city is so big, I can go anywhere else in the city and sell. And it may not be as good. It may be better. I don't know, but it's an opportunity for me to do that. There was a guy today, and I thought he was homeless personally, but he dapped me up when I was leaving to get the water, and he's like yo, and I was kind of like, and I was like, he put his hand out, and I was kind of like, and then he said yo, and I said that he wants money. I just kept walking, but when I was packing up, he came back to the table like, yeah, earlier I was trying to tell you that I like your setup. You have the best setup in the park, and I'm like, thank you. He sells nutcrackers in the park. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's crazy. But and I asked him, like, how often you been doing it? You sold in the summer before? He's like, yeah, I sell here in the summer too. And he goes, sometimes they have problems if you don't have a permit. And I'm like, well, we have that. So I'm like, they may not really bother us if we have that. And he said that people be selling weed and alcohol there. So like they be telling you can't sell there. But I don't know if we'll actually have a problem selling in the park.
I don't think so.
Like so I got a plug right now. I'm gonna ask him like, yo, what's the word on what can I do here?
I don't really think it'd be an issue because there's certain things that they allow, and crafts and art is one of those things that are loose, and technically the candles can fall into the craft art space.
What do you mean? You sound scared.
No, it's not scared. Never mind. I'm not talking to you.
So he was pretty much saying like they're selling things that you can't just sell on the street, like drugs and alcohol. But he said that there's a lot of vendors that are there. So that just lets me know, like, okay, even in the summertime, people are still out here selling. Cause I'm assuming the park's going to be blown up in terms of, like, how many vendors are there. It's going to be 40, 50. Who was it? I think I had a customer ask me.
Somebody asked me today.
What did they ask you?
So can you just pull up a table here and sell?
Bruh, not even that. Someone asked me, is this market always here? I'm like, what market, ma'am? This is not a market. There's no market here. There was no market that exists.
They gonna create one.
I was thinking about that. They're gonna start charging people to be there. They're gonna charge $700 some crazy shit to be there. But it's like it's a very weird thing that they're doing because if they charge that much money to be there,
I don't think they're gonna charge that much. Only because it's a city.
How much are they gonna charge?
I feel like they might. Honestly, they might make you get some type of license.
That's what I think they're gonna do.
And it's probably gonna be like, I don't think they're gonna charge you more than like $50 to $100.
But per what? Per day? Like,
No.
I have my license. I just pull up and I just do it here. Like, cause
I think so. The way that the street vendor license works now, it's like $10 a month. That's on like the city. They be on their stuff, but they more so want the taxes than they want the
right. So
like to stop you from selling.
What I would think they might do is, and you know, if I was in their shoes, this is what I would do. I would have like a first come first serve basis up to a certain number of people. So it would be, okay, we only allow 25 vendors to set up here. We start opening up at 8 o'clock, and people that come here by that time can set up until X amount of time or whatever the situation might be. And then we might charge you either for whatever you use, like a membership or like a selling the park license or something like that, because it's gonna be crazy. There's gonna be 50, 60 people selling stuff there. And I'm like, and then no one, let me see, who, bro, there was mad people there. There probably was 2 people out of the 30 I saw, maybe 20 that I saw today, that actually had a setup that was not on the floor or not on a sheet or something. Like one girl she had level, I think she was doing pottery, and some also, a lot of people, they be doing readings, which is interesting. So that she was selling jewelry, she was doing that, and they had like a nice setup.
Don't sleep on the reading people. They be making bread.
Bro, there was her. She was there. Another girl. There was another girl. She wore like a Pokemon suit, and she was laying on the floor in the bathtub. I don't know.
Amazing. I mean, is it? I don't know. Because I'm like, you can only do a certain amount of readings per time, but you don't have to carry anything. You're the product.
Yeah. I think. Well, I guess it's the price, but yeah, I agree. It's a no inventory business. It's
right.
like. You are gonna be single in 2 days. Are you dating somebody right now? I knew it. You already happened. You're already single. I knew it. I knew it was coming. So, like I said, I just know that. Well,
I put the parchment paper on the floor
for him to lay on, right?
Obviously, right?
It's a square. You know he's gonna lay on a square.
Oh my gosh! Anything that's a square. There's like a piece of paper. And he's like.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be crazy going forward, and I'm excited because I plan to be out there every day. So, you know, unless it's raining or I've done 7-9 days in a row, I might take a break or something like that. But $300 a day is $2,100 a week, which is $8,000 a month, which is a decent amount of money to make. And again, it goes into our pocket. We're not paying. Only thing we have to pay for is inventory in terms of like the cost to do it and maybe traveling to the city. That's really it. But if you guys don't have any questions, I'll be wrapping it up. You said what?
You said something to me about the channel before? I wasn't sure if you had asked me a question about
I don't know what you said.
Did you ask me a question about the other channel before you put the podcast?
What channel? Your channel. I didn't ask anything, but
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you did ask me.
But Melissa has a new channel, so you know she's out here doing her thing. Hashtag no. Wait, I keep forgetting how I have it every time. Is it we will see you guys next week. Hashtag no, that's not right. Okay, hold on. Okay, you know what it is. Hashtag MBur Project 2024. Changing the environment. Okay, we are now at Washington Square Park. That's our new environment. And with that being said, MBur Project out. Have a good night, Nasia. I'll see you next week. Similar time, probably like 7, 8 or so, if it's not raining.